Okay, so when you first log in, you're going to want to upload your resume, go through the number of behavioral based questions. Once you do that, you'll save it. Then you can jump in and start doing the practice mode. I like to personalize it based on my resume. So I may start with behavioral type questions, and they're going to give me a simulation of questions that are based on my background where I work. So you can see in this resume, I worked at Prism. And so they're going to ask me those questions. I can record the answer or I can type it out and submit, and you'll get feedback on that. So that's really beneficial and helpful. You can do it on, coding, a number of different skill sets, backgrounds, working at a startup. And so those questions are catered to that. A really great practice session for you. Also, question bank, I like to personalize it again for my personal resume, and they're going to curate a number of questions based on that. Again, you can see poll that I worked at Prism. I may want to do behavioral based questions based on that. So again, they're going to um, personalize these questions for my background, and then it will be rated on questions. And so these are good practice questions for you. And then, you can obviously get into more technical questions as well here. So, really great experience uh, to get ready for an interview coming up. I'm going to go ahead and exit out of that. And then, as far as interview prep, this is like, let's say I'm interviewing at underdog.io. This is going to pull in information on that particular organization, and it's going to give you pointers to make sure that the interview. So it's pulled some information on Underdog, types of questions to expect, culture insights, interview tips, a little bit of overview of the company, and then it's going to give you prep stuff to do some research on and look at. And so you can use that for each interview that you have coming up. So really, really nice tool. Um, and then you could also do a mock interview if you want. So if you want to do a behavioral, in whatever questions you want, your skill set is here. Let's say full stack engineer in this case, and then it's going to ask me a series of questions. I can hit here and it can record my answer about describing a time when you led the end-to-end delivery of a complex feature, and then submit. And then it's going to ask me a follow-up question to that. So really good experience there. And then again, you kind of track all of your interviews that you have coming up, who you met with, what stage, what's the follow up, next steps. Really nice feature to stay organized. A thank you generator email, action journal. So after an interview, you could say how it went, what went well, what's challenging, what'd you take away from it, next steps, extra feedback. So again, just kind of helps you stay organized with the interviewing. And then interview feedback. This is once you have an interview, a live interview, it'll actually give you sentiment analysis and coaching feedback, how they thought you answered their questions. And so that's a really nice feature. And then if you want to actually jump in and do your live interview, this is obviously our resume that we've created on Qcard. This is a job description. This looks like a job for LockedIn.net role. I'm interviewing at LockedIn. I'm going to start the interview. And then, they're going to go through and ask me a series of questions. So, hey, Wesley, thanks for joining the interview today. Can you tell me a little bit about your technical background? So it's going to give me some pointers on things to think about. Okay, that's great. Can you tell me why you're looking to leave your current employer? Okay, I'm looking for growth opportunities, challenge ahead, culture fit, and that. So I'll stop that. You can see that's working. And then it's going to save the session and I can view the feedback. Obviously, it was a 15-second interview, so we're not going to have a ton of coaching feedback there, but you can also see that you get a transcript of it. Hope you guys really like this. Again, our platform Qcard is not to help you cheat in interviews, but our goal is to give you guided feedback, tips to think about, and really more importantly, help you prepare for that interview. So we do take interviewing serious. We know there's a lot of noise and signal issues in the market right now. And so we want to help people be prepared and hopefully find their next job. Appreciate it.